What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about a game mode that not many people care about, which is the Specialist Stories mode, along with some information about a game mode that we haven't heard of before, as well as some potential in-game events that are expected to launch in late October for Black Ops 4. Now keep in mind, none of these rumors have been confirmed by anyone, so take all this with a grain of salt, but I will leave the link down below in the description to the YouTuber known as the Woo Lads, who actually posted this rumor over on Reddit. Now the Woo Lads also helped out the gaming revolution while he's away on vacation by uploading some news, information, some theories, you name it, just as I was doing as well. I'll also leave a link down below in the description to the videos that I put out over on TGR's channel. But jumping right into the rumor here, starting with the new mode known as Outboarding. So this is supposed to be a training slash tutorial mode featuring Sergeant Frank Woods and Victor Reznov. Woods wakes up from some sort of simulation, perhaps ran by the Specialist organization that we saw within Black Ops 3. Now keep in mind, as they also said, this may have been cut and replaced by the Specialist Stories mode, because from what I understand, the Specialist Stories mode doesn't just give us backstory on all the specialists we have in Black Ops 4, but also acts as a tutorial mode to show us how to best use each of the specialists in game. So what would this training tutorial mode even be about? What is this preparing us for? Unless it was like this blackout training mode, which I highly doubt. I just don't get what this would be. But if it is a training mode, then I'm really interested to see how this would actually tie up all the loose ends from Black Ops 1 and 2 and tie all of that into the new story that was established with Black Ops 3 and is now continuing with Black Ops 4. But I wanted to bring up something that I thought about the other day, and it was in regards to the campaign we received within Black Ops 3. Now I am aware that there were a lot of issues going on over at Treyarch Studios during the development time of Black Ops 3, which led to the campaign we got as a whole, but I still to this day believe that Treyarch had a different intention for that campaign. They were trying to start a new series in that sense with the campaign and continue from there. The reason they gave us multiple endings at the end of Black Ops 2 is because they probably knew at that point that they were done with that storyline and they wanted to just give us an open-ended final mission so that we can be left thinking and theorizing about what actually happened or went down in Black Ops 2. So they could have called that game, let's say, Call of Duty Retribution. That's the placeholder we use in this video. They probably could have used that and then went forward with this new storyline, and Black Ops 4 could have been this prequel to that, so Call of Duty Retribution 2 or something. And to me it would have worked because we've seen in the past that Treyarch can make a game or a Call of Duty game with a different subtitle that's still set in the same universe as a previous game they made. So our best example of that is World at War. We all know that in terms of zombies, yes, Black Ops 1 is a sequel to World at War, and it's the same thing for Black Ops 3 or Call of Duty Retribution. The Zombies is still a sequel to the Origin zombie map from Black Ops 2, so that works. Zombies can always continue on a linear path, no matter what the subtitle is for that Call of Duty. Treyarch has proven that already, but in terms of campaign and multiplayer, they could always take a different approach and do something different. So yes, there are Easter eggs to the World at War campaign within Zombie Map 5 on Black Ops 1, and obviously there are references to some events from World at War in the Black Ops 1 campaign, but you can see that Treyarch had a very specific goal in mind when they made Black Ops 1, and it worked. You can see the passion behind the project, they loved doing it, and you definitely saw that again with Black Ops 3 multiplayer and especially zombies. But when it comes to the campaign, it kind of felt like they were trying to put something together that sort of fit with the Black Ops universe, but at the same time was going in a different direction that not many people liked. And honestly, if the Call of Duty subtitle was different from Black Ops 3, then I do think it would have been appreciated a little bit more, because when you name it Black Ops 3, you know how many high expectations there are for continuation from that open-ended final mission of Black Ops 2. Everyone was expecting something insane, but as I was saying, I do think when they allow you to choose from multiple endings, it kind of is hinting that they're done with the storyline. They're allowing us to end it in the way that we choose to. So even though the Black Ops 2 zombie map Buried had a different ending, I should say. You could either choose between Maxis or Richtofen, and even though they had that, they still chose one ending from there and then continued that along with Black Ops 3 as confirmed by the official Zombies timeline. Now, they of course could have done that with the ending from Black Ops 2 or one of the endings and could have used that to create a structure for the Black Ops 3 campaign, but I think when it comes to the campaign, it doesn't look very likely for a sequel to be possible after they give you multiple endings to choose from. So yes, massive potential for a Black Ops 3 campaign, which didn't actually see the light of day and may never see the light of day again, because we were all expecting that continuation finally with Black Ops 4, and then what do you know, the campaign gets cut entirely. Now the rumors, which were confirmed fake, I should say, were stating that you would be time traveling in Black Ops 4 and erasing certain events from Black Ops 1 and 2 and sort of changing the future as we know it, while also tying in that DNI specialist storyline from Black Ops 3. To me, that would have been perfect. They consider it too outlandish, not sure why, but to me it would have tied up all loose ends and brought all 4 games together as we know it. But if this game mode known as outboarding is true, then we're merging 2 characters we all know and love, Woods and Reznov, with this DNI storyline that not many people like from Black Ops 3 and kind of ending the series as we know it. To me, that would be perfect, but once again, take this with a grain of salt. Now, aside from my tangent on the Black Ops 3 campaign, we now have information about the Specialist Stories mode. Now it says, the following are small parts of larger missions. These are what we will see, but there's much more to each Specialist mission. So starting off with the Ruin, my favorite Specialist, his mission is a grapple range to move around, although this is what was expected anyways. His mission is set up against him, he defies authority, the mission features battery, he also has an overarching love interest partner story with a new character. So yes, obviously it's expected that we're going to be grappling around, testing out his new abilities, essentially a prequel to his different abilities within Black Ops 3. So next up we have the Firebreak. So the Firebreak's cutscene is the same as what he described in his Black Ops 3 transmission, trying to kill his father. Sounds interesting. We then have the Recons Mission, which is run by Battery. Turns out to be a setup by the Specialist organization. In this mission, Recon has to make a hard choice, something along the lines of killing a child. He makes a sacrifice and is recruited by the organization. The Crashes mission is about him owing someone money and coming up with a solution to that debt. Now, the Seraph's cutscene showcases the events she also spoke about in her Black Ops 3 transmission, labeled 7.1 Elevation, where she shared how she gained her cybernetic arm and annihilator from Go Zilan by cutting her arm off. The Specialists are then brought together by a woman who seems to be a typical occult character. And last but not least, as it says, aside from the Specialists we saw in the beta, they've also been developing Spectre and Reaper. Spectre has been fully developed with a new model. They've already seen it but can't show it for copyright reasons. And it says the game has support for Reaper's minigun, but this could be left over from BO3, although they have done some concept art for him. Now, they've also developed 2 weapons which weren't in the beta and may just be in the final build of multiplayer or maybe just exclusive for Specialist stories. These weapons include a small launcher, somewhat similar to the Black Cell in appearance and maybe lock-on only. We then have an assault rifle with angular lines on its receiver and curved iron sights. So I'm going to try to put images on screen of everything I'm talking about, but if I upload this and the video gets taken down for copyright because of these images, I'm going to have to re-upload this without the images. So not sure how that's going to go, but we'll see. Now, next up we have events. So this is kind of crazy. The game hasn't even come out yet and we're already talking about in-game events, but they've been developing variants of weapons and specialists under the name of Day of the Dead and Halloween. This includes a Halloween-themed supply drop. So once again, we'll put images on screen of these leaks that actually were found a couple of weeks ago about some microtransactions for Black Ops 4 multiplayer. They are under the theme of Halloween and Day of the Dead, so huge support for this leak right there. And they can't show the assets as they'll get taken down, but the Day of the Dead variant they have seen is of the Vapor XKG weapon. Another variant which doesn't seem to be themed after an event is of the MX9. Last but not least, let me just include this. For zombies, this is a bonus note here. Blood of the Dead features a dog which you can call in just like Nomad's dog in multiplayer. So this is the space dog in Black Ops 4. So we did have a space dog Easter egg in Moon for the DLC 5 remaster, but there were were rumors of a space dog back in Black Ops 1 where you can actually purchase a dog that would actually kill for you. So I think they're bringing that to the light of day here with Blood of the Dead, which is really exciting. But that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. This has been dkdynamite. I really hope you've enjoyed. Check all links down below in the description, including the link to the Woo Lads YouTube channel. Big shout out to them for finding these leaks and posting them for the community to dive into. And that's about it. Peace out, everyone.